I think about this concept of health span. It's like, I want to age gracefully. There's the anti-aging movement that, in other words, you're involved in somewhat, the anti-aging. But even the vernacular or the etymology behind anti-aging, I wonder if we could flip that and we could say, instead of anti-aging, can we age gracefully? Can we age with pride? Especially, let's talk to the women in the audience. There's so many mothers that are here with us. There's so much shame around women having to look a certain way in society. Oh, when a woman's older, she loses her value, this like old school weird narrative. Oh, a man is only as good as his bank account. These societal narratives that I don't believe in, that we don't believe in, but they're there regardless. How do you use your narrative with OneSkin to bring a new conversation to anti-aging? And how is it really about aging gracefully? That's really what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's very on point. And like a lot of times we even say we're not anti-aging, we are pro-longevity. What we want to bring to people's life is this empowerment on how they are aging and feeling, getting a skin that's strong for them to navigate this path of aging. But as you're saying, it's very hard for the society to look like to that perfect skin and that perfect young visuals and think that we need to be on that parameters. I feel that like there's a shift already on the society, although a lot of those thinkings are still emerged on the society, but we're trying to change this with the message of longevity and how you feel. So we want to bring like this feeling of feeling good throughout aging and not that perfect appearance of your skin. And this is super important. I think it will take time to really change society mindset, but small people already like thinking differently is a start point. I think so. So a lot of what we want, it's like really to empower the aging process and to be able to feel as healthy as possible throughout this life cycle. So I want like people to be able to do whatever they want regardless their age. I think that idea that an old person needs to be like on a wheelchair or in a bed taking care, that's not the truth. And it's very interesting that I was talking to someone yesterday that mentioned that even AI, when you like ask AI a lot of times, oh, give me an image of an old person, it gives you an image of someone on a wheelchair or like someone very like with disabilities. So far until now, why AI is giving this message is because it's been trained with accumulated data that was showing that to us, that's how we look when we age. But we can be aging being like moving, healthy, with your mental like capacities still like, and this is a shift of this still like happening now. And we want to bring that message of like continue being at your best regardless your age.
Look at the blue zones, Alessandra. Like, look at Sardinia, right? There are people in their 90s and some over 100 chopping wood, gathering fish, hanging out, drinking wine on the courtyard. Like, I'm sure you see that in Brazil as well. Like, these European countries can teach us a lot in America about how to actually live in community and about how to be connected to each other, because that, like you said, shows up on the skin. I wonder for the parents, though. Let's speak to the parents. There's so many parents. I'm a parent. I'm a father of two. And there's so many moms in our community. Speak to the mothers. For mothers, how do they age gracefully?
I think first of all is for you to embrace this process, to stop thinking about on a negative way. So embracing and taking care of yourself. If you're taking care of yourself, like on this overall health, like not only your skin, if you're taking care of what to eat, if you're like exercising, like exercise is one of the number one things that have scientific data that can change the way you're aging. It's a simple thing that moving your body like every day can completely shift and even like can help with mild depression. So embracing having like being active, thinking about the things nurturing your body from the inside as well, what you're eating, your thoughts. We are reflecting a lot of what we are thinking. So just like switching, changing that a little bit. And first, it's changing this narrative of negative aging. If you change that mindset, you're already aging better, and you're already embracing who you are in that moment of life. Because to be honest, even if I'm seeing that my biological age is like on the 20s, I would never want to go back to the 20s, because all the knowledge that I got throughout this year, all the experience with the life, this gets on with aging. We get more wisdom when we're getting older. So I
Absolutely.
want that wisdom. I wanted that, like knowing more about myself, knowing more about the world out there, knowing what I like, how I feel. So this kind of knowledge we only get with age. So there's so many interesting aspects of aging, of like being acquiring more knowledge, and being like knowing what we are doing, getting more purpose on life. So if we embrace that and we remove the negative thinking about, oh, I'm getting older, I'll be useless, I'm not pretty anymore, I'm not, remove all those thoughts and
Yeah.
just like concentrate on the beauty of aging. I think that can change a lot.
All right, y'all heard it here first. We're starting the Aging Gracefully movement, which probably has already been echoed. There's probably somebody that owns aginggracefully.com. But I think about this concept of what you described so eloquently, where really it's about the inside thoughts. There's a whole branch of science in psychology, psychoneuroimmunology, the science of how thoughts become things. And I wonder the marinade and the rumination that happens for so many of us, Alessandra, when we start to change the way we think, our skin starts to tell a different story. And so does our organs and our body. What continues to fascinate you about this world? It's not easy. Like, you've climbed a mountain, there'll be many more mountains to climb, right? As the co-founder of this company, maybe another 900 peptides in the future. Who knows? What continues to fascinate you about this enough to keep you going? In other words, what fuels you?
I think at this moment, particularly to me, the feedback and the potential that we still can, how much we can add of value, like of bringing this concept of aging gracefully to people and improving longevity. This fuels me a lot, because like this work is just starting. We are bringing all these concepts of talking about skin health. Although I already talked on several podcasts, there are so many people that haven't heard about like how your skin is important to the way you are aging. So there's so much there is still to be done. And the science continues to evolve. And I get so excited of like how we can still bring the novelty to continue, like bringing better products to the market, or bringing new ways of assessing and measuring how our skin is changing. So the science and innovation is a constant movement. So we never stop. And that fuels to continue like researching and getting to the next step, and what we can bring more like in 5 years from now, that's reflecting all the innovations that's happening at that time.
It seems like you love science. It's a love for
I
you.
love it.
Why do you love it
Yes.
so much? Why do you love science so much?
It's so incredible, because it's the thing that I have most done in my life. So I first entered a lab when I was in college, on my second year in college. That was 2005. So it's been, and since today, every day I go to, almost every day of my life, I'm on a lab environment and a research environment. So it's the number one thing that I have been doing. And I'm still not, I still feel fascinated to see even small results. When I get in the lab and I see on the microscope how the skin is looking after the treatment with our new formula, I get so excited to see that. When we start to develop new models of some things that are coming, like all new results, it gives me a lot of excitement. So I still have I have this deep passion for science and seeing the results in the lab.
Don't go anywhere. Click the link on this screen. If you love that clip that you just watched, you're gonna absolutely love this full-length video. You just have to tap the little icon on the screen. While you're at it, subscribe.